Hello Aries, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that by using this plain deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person that we are doing the read about. It is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Okay, although I said it's a general read, we are doing a specific topic of the read, and that is your career over the next month or so, from this new moon which has just started, where we set the intentions to do things, going through to the next new moon. Okay, so yeah, from my new moon all signs overview, we had the Eight of Cups for you. It's a card of movement. Generally speaking, it's moving away from something, going towards something better, moving away from something which isn't working. But it can be just a card of general movement, moving job, moving house, moving vocation, not necessarily your job, but your whole way of working and everything else. So to go with that, we have got the Chariot, which is fast acting movement, and we have got the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a divine timing. So this isn't, well, I think I said in the overview I done, this could be like a pregnancy coming to an end. You're coming into motherhood soon, or something like that, or parenthood, I should say. Let's not be one-sided about that. Both parents come into the same thing. It's just called motherhood or fatherhood or parenthood, depending on, well, what gender you are. And so it is kind of like that with the Seven of Pentacles. It's approaching fast. The time is coming. It could be any time now. With that Chariot, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's something what hasn't been a flash in the pan. Like a pregnancy, it's gone over 9 months. Like most people, when they decide to change career, it's not just they wake up one morning and say, you know, I'm bored of being a tax collector, I'm going to become a deep sea fisherman. It's something which has been yearning in you or in them for a long time, and it gradually comes out, and it's that Seven of Pentacles. It's the divine timing card. The time is now right to do it. The Eight of Cups is saying that as well. Okay, so I think just here we will have a little bit more detail about the Eight of Cups. Okay, just here we're going to have how this person is playing into this. Okay, how they affect this particular energy within your career, and then just here is where your career is going in the future. Sort of up to and after that month we are divining out to. Now, it doesn't matter how old you are for this. If you are young enough to still be in the schooling system, depending on where you live, depends on how long your schooling system actually lasts. So if you're still young enough to be in that, then your career is about your school, the end of your school, the exams you're now about to sit, the doctorates you were trying to get, and the like. If you're in a job, then it's a career in the job. Okay, if you're not in a job, if you've gone through your working career and you are now in retirement, then it's about your retirement. You're still contributing to society, and that's what careers are all about. Well, careers are about. Well, no, I suppose it is about contribution to society in a long term type thing. You work because you have to sometimes to make money to pay for the rent, yardy yardy. But my light's just gone out. Hang on, I'll put the backup one on. But you then spend your money you earn at the local shop for birthday presents, this, that, and the other, and you're putting it all back in, and that all revolves around. Now, if you take money out of the situation, and go on a barter system, or something like that, then it's the same thing. You need food, but you can't grow food yourself. But what you can do is you can make candles. Now, the farmer needs light to, I don't know, mend his clothes so he can go out the following day to harvest the food. So there you go. You give him candles, he gives you food. It is kind of like that simple. But again, you're adding to society. You're expanding society. Otherwise, that poor farmer will have lots of pinpricks in his finger as he's trying to stitch his trousers back together during the dark night hours. Right, okay, so anyway, even if you're not in a job, it's whatever you do, what would be seen as a career. So if you are a stay-at-home house partner, okay, you're the one who tends the house, makes sure it's all nice and tidy and all that, does the gardening and everything, then that is your career. So let's crack on with it. We will have an overall energy first off the bottom, and I'll also tell you who we are dealing with as well. The overall energy is the Magician, which is everything is set, basically. The time is now. It's ready to rock and roll. Okay, so we have got a Leo as well. So a Leo is to do with your career this month. Okay, the emphasis on the read so far is now. Okay, it is now. If you have been thinking about a change in your job, Aries, now is the perfect energies for it. We've had, basically, I only need the Wheel of Fortune to come out somewhere, and that would be it. That's pretty much every immediately now card which is coming out. Okay, so yeah, the Magician is basically making it happen. The Magician makes the trick happen. The Magician has everything set, ready for it to go. It's primed. The Knight of Swords, charging in. Normally, charging in with a direct message to give to someone, but in this particular case, it's time to charge into the new job. Yeah, okay, so Jesus. The Six of Wands. This Leo is going to help you gain a victory over it all. Okay, or for some of you, the Leo feels like they have finally been acknowledged for their hard work. Perhaps this Leo could be your parent, and they've been raising you, nurturing you, guiding you, and you've now finally gone out, got yourself a high-end, powerful job, making lots of money, and that is what the time is right for you to move into that. And they're feeling recognition that I raised you, I made you this, I gave you the abilities, I nurtured you into this, and it's recognition for it. But we'll find out in the clarifiers. And we have got the Ace of Swords coming out as well. It's a beginning. This month is for a lot of you the beginning of a career. Okay. Excuse me, I just had to have a quick sip of my cup of tea to get my mouth a bit moist. Right. It seems to be really drying up, which is sort of something what happens when you're a little bit anxious about something. You know, like for instance, if you're about to do a speech, your mouth dries up and things like that. So again, this is telling me it is really new. Okay, so for some of you, this is maybe like leaving the schooling system. You finally finished university, however it may come, and you're moving on to your chosen career. For some of you, you are having that baby. For some of you, you're getting promoted, which was your top goal for whatever career you're in, and it is that moving on to that new stage. For some of you, you've finished your career and you are now retiring. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers out. There we go. Oh, there's the retirement card. After saying for some of you, you are retiring. Toxicity from the devil. The Ten of Cups. Okay, and the Two of Pentacles. So, whatever this transition is, this new this new cycle within your career. Let's call it a new cycle. You are starting a new cycle within your career. It's freedom, it's liberating, it's retirement. That is literally one of the meanings of that Nine of Pentacles, retirement. It's kind of almost having your life all together. Okay, the Ten of Pentacles would be having your life all together, having that perfect balance between absolutely everything. The Nine of Pentacles, we're just one card or one pentacle away from getting that. That's just one more step after this. Okay, excuse me for a second. Oh, right, there you go. The Devil card. I said it's a toxicity. It's an anxiety. It's a toxicity. It's scaredness. It's kind of like the worries you have. Okay, I feel that more along like a childbirth. So, for instance, if you are pregnant and you're starting a new career in raising children, then you are sort of anxious about it. You're not sure if you've got everything you need to be able to do it. Don't worry, you have. You're not sure that it's going to go well. You're not sure if you can handle it. All those sort of things. And if it's a promotion, you're not sure if you've actually got the mettle to be in that position. If it's your new job when you're coming out of university, you're not sure if what you have learned is either A, going to be useful for your job, or B, useful enough for your job. It's all that sort of stuff. It feels like you're trapped within something. And actually, that is a little bit of what I'm feeling from that. You feel like you're now trapped into something as well. It's kind of like signing that contract, and it's like, well, now I've got to do it. Now I've got to put my money where my mouth is. I've got to do it, and that's a little bit, again, bringing up the anxiety and things. The Ten of Cups is saying, emotionally, this is fulfilling for you. It's not like you're gone into a dead-end job because it was all what was available. This is something you've had your heart set on for a while. Okay, it's something you've been working towards, and it's the achievement. But we're literally going 9, 10. We started with the 8 of Cups, 9, 10. We're moving up towards it, or we're moving up towards the end. This isn't just the beginning of a cycle. This is an end of a cycle as well. Obviously, if you are beginning a cycle, then you are ending it, and you are juggling the two. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles at the end. Yes, it is a juggling energy. I quite often say that's the minor arcana of the Wheel of Fortune. I did say when I pulled out that Knight of Swords, I'd be like, all I need is the Wheel of Fortune. Well, we got the minor arcana of the Wheel of Fortune. It's the crossover. It's where the old energy is overlapping the new energy, and you are dealing with both energies at the same time. Okay, sometimes you need this. Sometimes we actually thrive on this little bit. For instance, a bath. You don't just fill a bath with hot water. You don't just fill a bath with cold water. If you think them as two different energies, you mix the two together. You make that perfect bath. Yeah, and it is bliss and heaven for those who like baths. We do the same for the shower, though. We mix the hot and the cold water to make that perfect temperature, what we all individually like. So although it's a crossover and you are juggling the energies, it is, I feel, a comfortable energy. This is the part of the energy you actually like most. You like that crossover bit where you've got the familiarity of the old and the excitement of the new, both at the same time. Right, so crossing this is the Knight of Cups. Again, it's a card what's saying it's happening now. It's driving forward. It's an action card. Knights are action cards. This is indicating the future you want. This is the future you want. I said that with the Ten of Cups there. But it's also indicating that there could be a little bit of love involved in all this. Maybe it's a love for you. This is your dream job. It's the job you've always had the passion for. Whatever that job may be, that career may be. Yeah. So there is love within you for this this particular choice of career you are going down. Right. Oh, okay, I do it. There's the Chariot again, and there is the Two of Cups. Right. Let's just put that there for a second. So I just had to pause again because my mouth is so dry this morning while doing this read for you. It might actually mean something for you. Maybe that's the way you're feeling, or maybe perhaps your Leo is feeling like that. And so we have got the Chariot card coming out for this Leo. We have got the Two of Cups. We have got the Lovers card, and we have got the Knight of Swords yet again. Right, so this Leo, it's kind of saying, well, yeah, okay, I'm feeling the acknowledgement of all the hard work I put in. I'm getting my rewards for all the hard work I've put in. Okay, it's been a struggle at times, but I'm finally getting the victory. Now, this could possibly be you, and I said parenthood, which indicated that perhaps you may be the father. The Leo may be the mother. Okay, yes, I know I'm set up here that maybe they're your parent. Now, perhaps they are your partner. It is a general read. For some of you, the Leo is your partner. For some of you, the Leo is your parent. For some of you, the Leo will be your boss. This is what the general read is all about. I'm dealing with lots of different energies coming through. The point being that it doesn't matter if it's partner, parent, or boss, the energy they are feeling from it, for those particular ones who are dealing with a Leo, is very similar. Yes, they feel similar energies. How they act upon it and how they approach it may be different, but they are basically feeling happy and smug about themselves for gaining this victory, for finally winning. And with the Chariot, it's kind of like a winning they never thought they would get. Okay, I never thought we would ever get to this point. Okay, and again, this could be your partner. You might be the male, they might be the female. They've made, yes, and maybe they've enjoyed the pregnancy. Maybe they haven't. Maybe they didn't like the swollen ankles and the morning sickness. Maybe they didn't suffer from any of that. But they're getting to that point of finally the hard work I've put into nurturing this body, growing within me, is now time to release upon the world. And it's at times, I'm sure it seems like it's never going to end. I don't know. I have not personally been pregnant myself. But I'm sure that at some point during every pregnancy, every expecting mother thinks, all I want is to get this out of me. Will it ever end? Okay. And so it's a victory. Yes, it will. It is actually ending very soon. Okay, and that's what they're feeling. That's the Two of Cups and the Lovers together. First of all, this is divine. Okay. Now, if this was a twin flame reading, I'd be saying, there's a twin flame, there's a twin flame. They're that close together. They're literally right on top of each other. But this isn't a twin flame reading. This is not about love or anything like that. So it's not a case of it's your soulmate coming in and the universe is put you together to be the perfect pair. But it is still saying it is divine. It is an energy coming together. This could be your boss, and then they can't wait to actually get you into the office and get you going. This could be, I suppose, on another, just throwing it out there. This little Leo could be the baby. Okay, I have had pulls before where I've done the read from a newborn. Not, I didn't set out to do that, but that's how the energy panned out and the read panned it out. So this could be the actual baby being born. Obviously, some of you are pregnant who are watching this and you are about to have a baby, okay? Because the energy for this one is thick. I feel it is like a pea soup. It's why I keep referring back to it. And it's why I suddenly thought this could actually be the baby. They are so looking forward to seeing you. They're so looking forward to joining up. The Lovers, everyone jumps onto the word the lovers, and they're thinking, oh yeah, either a seedy affair or the person I'm spending the rest of my life with. Well, it could be just someone you're so longing to see. Those two are looking at each other longingly, just holding hands, doing nothing more. Okay, it could be like that. They can't wait to just be in your arms. Okay, they've been in your belly for the last 9 months. They can't wait to be in your arms. It's a coming together of energies. The Knight of Swords, it is happening quick. Again, it's charging in. It's coming in very, very fast, whatever this energy is for them. I do feel there is a truth to be had out of it all. Even if the baby can't actually say anything to you, it looks into your eyes, although, let's face it, it's not actually focusing in on you. Everything is like brand new and blurry to them because they've got brand new eyes and the light is so dazzling and all that. But it's on a soul level. You look into each other's eyes on a soul level, and it's just like, nah, that's the truth they tell you. It's like I may be a thorn in your side for the next 20 odd years, Mum, but I really do love you. Okay, and the same with you. You might think, oh my God, you're going to be making me tear my hair out and turn grey prematurely, but I do love you. You don't always get that instantaneously when you have the child, but it develops no matter what. And that's what this is saying. Whatever this is, it is the truth. There's no two ways about it. It's charging in. It's happening now. Oh, 2 cards. The universe wants to talk about the end of the cycle as well. Okay. Now we're talking about the end of a cycle as well. This whole energy changes. There's the beginning of the cycle, the new cycle was starting. This the one half of the 2 of Pentacles, which is being juggled. That's what I've just all said about. Okay, where this Leo's involved, and they're happy about their victory. Now the end of the cycle, yeah, and we look at the Chariot and the 2 of Cups. This is also indicating the end of something else. This is no longer a coming together of energy cards. This is a breaking apart. It's a something I'm never going back to. But again, it might be something you never thought you would ever lose. Okay, the odds were always stacked against you to win. Now it's always stacked against you to lose. You never thought this would ever be lost, but it is. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, if again it's that child that pregnancy has creeped back in. If you're having a child, you're never going to be not a parent. Okay, no matter what happens, you're never not going to be a non-parent ever again. Okay, so yeah, and obviously with that Ace of Wands, that's just the new passionate beginning this Leo is having with you. Okay, and again, let's not jump onto the normal stereotypical meanings of words. Passion comes in many shapes and forms as well. It's not all about like getting in from a night out with your partner and ripping shirts off and leaving a trail of mess and destruction behind you as you work towards some place where you're actually going to finally do something. But in a way, it is like that energy, but about everything. Okay, you metaphorically rip off the shirt of your new job and things. Right, so we have got Temperance, we got the Ace of Swords, we have got the 5 of Cups, we got the Star, and we have got the 7 of Wands. Okay, the Temperance. Now let's start with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a truthful new beginning. It's an aha moment. It's a waking up to something. You've started a new job. You've woken up to the fact that your schooling is finished. Yes, you still be learning things, but you will be learning things as you go on the job, on the hoof, so to speak, and things like that. That's if it's a job. If it is a baby, you're right waking up to the realization that, oh my God, I'm a parent. Yeah, you may have been carrying it for 9 months. You may have been talking to it in your partner's belly for the last 9 months. But you're finally woken up. It's there. It's in my hands. I'm a parent. Oh my God. I have this little bundle of joy I have to teach, nurture, grow, look after, protect with my life. Boom, it's there. But it's also the realization of that 10 of swords up here and that 10 of cups up here, and this juggling of energies, the old into the new. That some things are gone forever, okay, never to come back. Patience, maybe if I wait long enough, they could come back. 5 of Cups, loss and sorrow. What are we feeling loss and sorrow about? My hopes and my dreams, which is putting my defenses up ever so slightly, okay? Yes, you may have the perfect, wonderful job, the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, okay? But there is an entrapment you feel within it. The grey lining to our wonderful silver cloud. The Leo, there was the 10 of Swords crossing the Leo. The 10 of Swords is traditionally a painful ending, a betrayal of sorts. And then down here, by the end of the month, it's the realization is kicking in. There will be some things you will not be able to do again. Maybe you are being promoted and you won't be able to interact with your colleagues the same way you used to. Yeah, yes, it doesn't matter how good a company gels together, there is always an element of them and us. Yeah, the bosses and the workers, the office and the workshop, the factory floor, whatever you may be in. Yeah. So yeah, it's the realization of what you are actually leaving behind you. In time, some of it may come back, okay? But it's kind of like the realization that in the immediate future, that things will never be the same again. And you're a little bit defensive about that. I feel off that 7 of Wands, there's a lot of reminiscing, actually. A lot of, I want this back. I want that back. Yeah, I want things back how they were. But there is also the realization of it's a new journey. Okay, this is a new cycle of my life. This is something what I was kind of always going to happen in one form or another. So I better actually just put my stuff in my little bag and throw my stick on my shoulder and get on with the journey. I don't normally do 2 crossing cards, but I will for that, because I was talking about the reminiscing of that 7 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and there it is, the second card underneath of the deck, the Judgment. Something coming back from your past for a second go. Okay, well, I weren't sure if I was actually going to be doing a universe question on these reads. Some I might not, depending on how I feel the read goes. So I will ask the universe this one for you, Aries. Kind of ultimately, universe, how will Aries fare from this new start? The Moon in reverse. Okay, I'm not just taking the Moon in reverse, because we have got 2 cards down here as well. We're getting a little 3 card spread from the universe. Oh, 4 card spread from the universe. Okay, the Moon in reverse. Yeah. I don't. It's a realization. Okay, it's an assessment time. The moon is now setting. The new day is dawning. Okay, it's waking up and realizing how everything is gone. It's like assessing the night, or the day before the night, and moving on to how can I put all that into action in the future. There is an element of waiting. We've got it down here as well. Okay. There's an element of waiting, but it's also an element of mixing the elements. Okay, Temperance card. Probably the Alchemist probably would have been a better card for it. Or my own personal one I come up with is a blacksmith. Okay, taking things which are not together, mixing them together to create something new. Okay, right throw back to the baby there. Oh, there you go. Yeah, a right throw back to the baby there with you take a sperm and an egg, not normally together. You mix them together and you make something new. It takes time. So there you go. There's the first two cards. Now, then we got the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords going with this. This may not necessarily be the future you wanted. This may not necessarily be the future you planned, but it is the future you are getting. You made with that nostalgia I felt down here and the Judgment card crossing that, you may from time to time spy on what you thought the life would be. Yeah. Perhaps that promotion from the workshop floor up to the office, you were just like maybe stand there looking through the window, looking through the blinds at the window down at the workshop floor, reminiscing and thinking about what it was like down there, spying on them, seeing what they're getting up to. Okay, it is definitely a spying energy with the High Priestess with it. We got the King of Swords and the Five of Wands. The King of Swords, it's possible that you may need to seek professional help, okay, with all this in the future. It's not always going to be plain sailing. Perhaps you need to get a solicitor in or a lawyer in because something's happened, an injury or something like that. Or perhaps you need to get a doctor in or a personal tutor if it's your child in the future and they need more tutoring on a certain subject, or they're poorly, so you take them to a doctor, a professional, something you are not qualified to do. This will be testing times either way round. Yeah, if it's in a business or in a childhood scenario, it will, or a parenthood scenario, it will be a testing time either way round. With the Sun and the High Priestess, it's that nostalgia again. It will make you happy looking back at the past. It will make you happy sitting there wondering what life could have been like if you went down the other path. Intuitively, I think you know what life would have been like if you went down the path, be it good or for bad. But you've made your bed and you are now sleeping in it. And let's see what the last card under there was. It's probably the best you've made your bed and you're now sleeping in it card you can get in the tarot deck. Again, it is one of my forward movement cards, the Eight of Wands. It is communication though. Perhaps, obviously you're getting a professional in, which will be during testing, trying times. Yeah, you will need communication for that. For this nostalgia, there is always communication with that. Yeah. Yes, you're not working on the workshop floor anymore, but they're still there. They still have ears. You still have a mouth. You can always just go down and talk to them. Talk about the old times. Yeah. Possibly arrange to go on one of their little group outings. Okay, just for once, just for the old time's sake. Same for anything. There is that communication, the Eight of Wands. Okay, so that is your read about the career over the next coming month or so and where it is going. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. I don't know how I'm going to condense all that into the title. If it didn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. I don't follow any sort of cycle. Next week's one may resonate with you if this one is not. So that brings us on to subscribing. I suggest you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon. Then you will get notified when I do my next Aries read. Well, you get notified when I do every read, but you will get notified when the next Aries read comes out. Thank you for liking. If you have liked this video, that helps the algorithms on YouTube get me seen by more people. It also helps the algorithms know what you like watching, thus sends you more videos like it. It's not like YouTube goes, oh, I fancy sending out everyone videos about learning how to fly a drone today, and does that. It goes by what you like to watch. Okay, so it goes, oh, there's a new video about tarot reads. I will send that to Aries over there, because Aries likes watching tarot reads because they keep putting likes to them. And so it does help both ways. Same with commenting and same with sharing out. Thank you if you have done either of them as well. I do love reading your comments. I do try to get back to them as quick as I can. Sometimes I do spill over into my emails and we start having private communications about various tarot related things. Hopefully you all have a wonderful week. I better now get myself ready for work because I'm probably going to be late again. Okay, fantastic. Catch you all soon.